What's good, guys? Prince Sports coming at you with another one, nighttime edition. Now, let me tell you this much, man. You know I wasn't going to let it go by because I wanted to prove my point. That's the only reason why I wasn't going to let it go by. Now, in the regular season, you lose games. You get blown out. You get your ass beat. It is what it is, okay? It's the regular season. But answer me this. Out of all the superstars, Kobe, Jordan, Tim Duncan, everybody, when they're in the blowout game, what's the first thing that the coach does? He sits the starters down, right? Because the game is out of reach. It's a blowout game. So you tell me, why the hell is LeBron James still in the game when the Memphis Grizzlies was spanking their ass all game long? So he stayed in this game. The stat pad 33 points or 35, something like that, if I could remember. All right? But the game was already blown out proportion. You was going to lose the game regardless. Why are you playing? Now, you may sit there and say, that's not LeBron's fault. That's the coach's fault. Okay, so if it's the coach's fault, he should be fired. Why are you keeping your star player in a game that's a blowout so he could risk potential injuries? You tell me, does that make any sense? And he's 30-something years old, okay? 37 years old. You mean to tell me a 37 years old player is still playing in the game? The stat pad, was you trying to catch Karl Malone this early? Come on, man. Give it a break. The game is over. I seen blowout games with the Bulls, where the Bulls get blown out. Okay, Jordan is playing. The coach sit Jordan down. Hey, you lost today. Come back better next time. But you don't see this from LeBron James. He did the same thing in 2014 with the San Antonio Spurs. But yeah, he did the same thing against San Antonio Spurs. 2014, they in the finals, right? Y'all claim the San Antonio Spurs was this team on a mission, right? They kicking the Miami Heat's ass, all right? There comes a time in games where it's blown out of proportion, right? So why is LeBron James in those games getting useless numbers, useless stats? He got 33 useless points in today's game. No impact. You think this is the only time that he done this? Throughout his whole career, he's been in games where it was either blown out of proportion for him to win or blown out of proportion for him to lose. But he's still in the game, getting extra numbers that he shouldn't be trying to get in the first place. But he's still out there trying to get them. And that's my whole point with LeBron James. He's the king of stat padding. All right? He's the ultimate stat stuffer. You know, a lot of superstars like Jordan and Kobe, they didn't play for stats. Okay? They played for the sake of winning. Okay? They didn't care about, especially Kobe, he didn't care about how many times he shot the ball. All he cared about was the end result if he won. Okay? He didn't care if he went 1 for 42. His goal was, I need to win. All right? LeBron James, his number one goal is stats first, winning second. Now, if you're cool with that, fine. But don't be super biased and act like he don't do that. Okay, he's been doing it. I've been watching LeBron James for quite some time. I told you my favorite LeBron James phase is 2003 to 2010. All right, that's my favorite phase from him. Outside of that, when he joined the Miami Heat and up, then it came the super team nonsense. That's when I started to lose interest in him a little bit. You know, then I hit my final nail in the coffin, so to speak, with this Lakers team. You know, he tried to recruit Kawhi. He tried to recruit Paul George. This guy wanted to play with everybody, you know. And to my understanding, I'm going to explain this to everybody. He is a stat padder. Don't tell me there's no such a thing as stat padding, because rookies do it all the time because they need to do it, all right? But if you're a veteran in the game, you're already established, you shouldn't be stat padding. And that's my whole thing with LeBron James. Let those numbers come naturally. You want to catch Kareem, you want to catch Karl Malone, let them come naturally, okay? You had no business risking injury playing in the game that you was about to lose. That was blown out of proportion. You did the same thing in the 2020 finals. Okay, you're against the Miami Heat. You already got the guys beat, but you're in the game stat padding to try to get that finals MVP. It's stupid, man. The game is already won. So get up out of there, man. Prince Sports out. Peace.